Why is Pedro Pascal always touching Vanessa Kirby in public? That's the question fans can't stop asking. From red carpets to interviews, the Fantastic Four stars have been inseparable, and not just emotionally. Cameras have caught Pedro resting his hand on her waist, holding her arm, even squeezing her hand during press events. And while some viewers saw it as sweet, others weren't so kind. The internet exploded with speculation. Is there something going on between them? Is it unprofessional, even disrespectful, especially since Vanessa Kirby is married? But here's the twist most people didn't see coming. The real reason behind Pedro's constant physical contact isn't about romance at all. It's about survival. Let's break it down. The viral clip that sparked it all. It all started with a single clip. At the Fantastic Four First Steps premiere, cameras caught Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby walking the red carpet. Vanessa, dressed in a striking turquoise gown, stood confidently beside Pedro, who gently rested his palm on her waist and later touched her arm during photos. It was a brief moment, a subtle gesture, but the internet had opinions. The clip went viral within hours. Some fans praised the closeness, calling it adorable and wholesome. Others, not so forgiving. Comment sections lit up with jokes, skepticism, and accusations. One user wrote, "I think we're going to start calling it the little touches. Pedro touch me, Pascal." Another added, "He really uses anxiety to his advantage." Others weren't even subtle. That anxiety is real convenient. And just like that, what looked like a warm moment between friends turned into a full-blown internet debate. The online backlash and speculation. The backlash wasn't just loud, it was personal. As the clip gained traction, Pedro Pascal found himself at the center of some brutal commentary. The tone quickly shifted from curiosity to outright cynicism. People began questioning whether his anxiety was even real. Some accused him of playing the anxiety card when it suited him. Others called it selective, suggesting he only showed symptoms around attractive women or in high-profile moments. When an illness becomes an excuse, he has a knack for anxiety attacks. This guy really knows how to use it to his advantage. Those were just a few of the comments circulating online. But behind all the sarcasm and doubt was something deeper, a widespread misunderstanding of what anxiety actually looks like. It's invisible. It's unpredictable. And for many, including Pedro, it doesn't always make sense to the people watching. Because the truth is, anxiety doesn't follow a script. And when it hits in public, under flashing lights and endless cameras, the need for something, anything grounding becomes very real. The truth, Pedro's long-standing anxiety struggles. What most people don't realize is, Pedro Pascal has been open about this for years. Long before the Fantastic Four press tour, he's spoken candidly about his battles with anxiety, especially when it comes to the spotlight. In interviews, he's described how red carpets, fan events, and press junkets trigger a specific kind of panic. The kind that creeps in quietly, tightens your chest, and makes it feel like the walls are closing in. And while some stars seem to thrive in those moments, for Pedro, they can be overwhelming. That's why in nearly every public appearance, you'll notice something subtle, his hand pressed against the top of his stomach. It's not random. It's not a pose. As he once told Variety, "My anxiety is right here," pointing to that exact spot. It's his way of physically acknowledging the storm inside, a silent signal that he's managing it in real time. And that's where the physical contact comes in. Touch, for Pedro, isn't performative. It's a survival tool, a way to ground himself in the moment, to remind himself that he's not alone. Whether it's holding a co-star's hand, placing a hand on their shoulder, or simply standing close, it's less about comfort and more about control. And when you're battling anxiety in front of millions, control becomes everything. Kirby's support, from Comic-Con to Cannes. Pedro Pascal may be the one struggling, but Vanessa Kirby has proven to be much more than just a co-star. She's been a quiet anchor through it all. Their bond first caught attention at San Diego Comic-Con. During a fan-packed panel, Pedro began showing signs of anxiety, the kind he talked about before. Surrounded by flashing cameras and roaring crowds, he reached out and gently touched Kirby's arm. Without hesitation, she took his hand. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't staged. Just a quiet, honest moment of human connection. Later, Kirby explained what had happened. We were both incredibly nervous going out in front of thousands of people who love this comic, she told Vanity Fair. He wanted me to know that we were in this together, and I thought it was a beautiful gesture. I was very happy to be able to squeeze his hand too. That mutual support hasn't stopped. From Comic-Con to Cannes, every time they appear in public, you can feel it. Not just chemistry, but comfort. And that closeness, it's not about headlines. It's about trust. The real relationship between them. Let's set the record straight. Pedro Pascal and Vanessa Kirby are not romantically involved. Vanessa is married to former lacrosse star Paul Rabel, and the couple is currently expecting their first child. Pedro, on the other hand, is single and very private about his personal life. Still, the speculation hasn't stopped. The photos, the gestures, the closeness, it's led many to assume something more must be going on. But according to Pedro, the truth is simpler and honestly, far more touching. We really see ourselves in each other, he said in a recent interview. Our care for what we do, our care for one another, our mutual fears, our mutual expectations. We can be hard on ourselves. I just think we're very similar. What they have isn't scandal, it's solidarity. In a whirlwind of cameras, interviews, and fan pressure, they anchor each other. When the spotlight becomes too much, when the nerves spike, when the anxiety hits, they don't pretend. They hold on. It's not a love story. It's something rarer in Hollywood, emotional friendship. Why this story resonates so deeply? There's a reason this story hits harder than most celebrity headlines. It's not just about two actors on a red carpet. It's about vulnerability in a world that doesn't always allow for it. Pedro Pascal, one of Hollywood's most beloved stars, is openly navigating something many suffer from silently, anxiety. And the way he copes, through physical connection, presence, and trust, challenges everything we're taught about how men, especially famous ones, are supposed to behave. To some, his gestures might look like flirtation. But for Pedro, touch is survival. It's how he stays grounded when his world feels like it's spinning. It's how he reminds himself, you're okay, you're not alone, just breathe. And Vanessa Kirby, she doesn't shy away. She stands next to him, without judgment, without performance, offering support without needing a spotlight. Their friendship, raw, open, and refreshingly unguarded, is a quiet act of resistance. Against toxic masculinity, against the pressure to man up, against a culture that mocks what it doesn't understand. In a world quick to criticize, they've chosen compassion. And honestly, that's something we could all learn from. What looked like gossip turned out to be something raw, honest, and deeply human. In a world obsessed with scandal, sometimes we miss what's really going on right in front of us. Pedro Pascal wasn't making a scene. He was holding on. And Vanessa Kirby, she wasn't crossing a line. She was offering a lifeline. So before we rush to judge, maybe ask yourself this. How many people around us, friends, co-workers, strangers, are just trying to stay grounded the same way Pedro is? Fame doesn't erase fear. It doesn't cancel anxiety. And it sure as hell doesn't mean someone doesn't need support. Compassion always sees more than controversy. And sometimes, the real story is about two people showing up for each other when it matters most. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think Pedro and Vanessa's friendship is being misunderstood? Or is this exactly the kind of support we should be seeing more of? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's talk about it. Thanks for watching CelebRush. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and leave a like. Until the next one,